The next generation of tvOS is officially released, and we have it installed on our Apple TV right over here. In this video, let me go ahead and share with you the new features that's coming out to tvOS 27 for everybody else sometime during the fall time. And the public beta of this version should be released sometime next month. We currently are on the developer beta, which is why we have it on day one after WWDC. So, of course, timestamps of all this stuff will be in the description down below for your pleasure. Let's start off with compatible devices. So, TV 27 is no longer going to be supported on the standard Apple TV HD, the first generation Apple TV 4K. It will only support the Apple TV 4K second generation or newer Apple devices, unfortunately. But here we are on the main menu. Nothing really has dramatically changed. Some of the icons did receive like an update. One of the most noticeable one is probably the podcast one. If you look closely, it has that liquid glass effect that Apple has been promoting lately on iOS 27. You'll notice that. I'm pretty sure in the near future we'll start seeing it more and more on other icons right now. More and more icons in the near future, like the Apple TV as an example. But right now we are developer beta 1, so I'm pretty sure over time we'll start seeing more icons get this new refresh. But since we're talking about the podcast app, if we launch it, the UI is different than previous because now you actually have channels. If we go into the home page, this is how the UI looks like now. It's cleaner, it's much more like laid out, easier to navigate. It actually does feel like an Apple TV app than previously. It used to just feel like a mobile device. And then one of the new things, if we go into our side menu as an example, we go into new library, but if you go down to channels, you actually have Apple Music, a part of the podcast app now. When you click on this, it'll give you like the behind the scenes on some of the music videos and stuff that's been created from other artists right here. So I do like this ability where you could listen to your music and then go here and you can see like, oh, I was just listening to this artist. What's the behind the scenes stories to the music video as well as the motivation making this song. So I thought that was kind of cool and interesting. In addition to that, in the podcast app or any app really, if you see this new UI, you have the ability to quickly switch between different profiles right here and immediately switch. So back then, we didn't have this ability. We had to manually long hold on the TV icon on a remote to pop up Control Center and then manually select between the profile. So now it's actually integrated on the UI on the app itself. Now the next new thing is good for audio files because lossless audio is now supported on the Apple TV, which means it supports 24-bit. So to find this new feature, you need to manually go into settings to enable this. In the settings, scroll down into apps and then go into music. In here, it will pop up Apple Music, of course, this is what you want. And then go down where it says audio quality. Click on it right here. You'll see you now have lossless audio finally, supporting 24-bit. I think I said 52 on accident. I meant to say 24. But here it is. You can also select high-res lossless audio as well. Now, going back to the main page, another new improvement is AirPlay. If you're sharing like icons or videos, not icons, photos or videos from your phone to your Apple TV, it's much faster and snappier. So I'm going to go ahead and go pull up some type of image here real quick. So I'm going to select AirPlay and select my Apple TV. And just like that, our photo is on the big screen in just 2 seconds. So it's quicker and it's more snappier than previously. So it's great for when you're sharing like family photos and stuff, when you have gatherings at home. Now, earlier we were playing with the control center, hold the TV icon on your remote. Control center will pop up. I know it's been improved, it's snappier than previously, so that's nice. It's quicker. So we did get some improvements in stabilization and overall performance with this version of tvOS 27. As all these apps are very snappy, much more responsive. It's crazy to believe we are in a beta because I haven't had a hard reset or anything like that on my Apple TV unit as I'm like messing around. This is pretty solid. Now, a feature that's been overdue is the ability to adjust the zoom on your text on your Apple TV. Just like our iPhones and Apple Watches, they finally added this feature on the Apple TV. And to have access to this, go back to your Apple TV settings and go into the accessibility tab. From here, go into display. In the display, you now have a new text size. And this allows you to adjust the text. It'll go throughout the entire like operating system of this device. So like first or third party apps will have this new text font adjustment saved. So if you're somebody who has a hard time of reading things, seeing and reading like small text and stuff like that, need reading glasses, the text size and it will stay. But as you see, it's a little bit too big for us. But nonetheless, a nice feature, but it will adjust the entire operating system as you can see right here. Now, real quick, folks, if you've been enjoying this video so far, like to support the channel, if you could kindly take 2 seconds and hit that like button, that really does help out the channel, as that allows the channel to be powered by you guys, the viewers, which is why you don't see third-party brands for like sponsorship segments taking like a minute or two off your time. Thanks to you guys, we don't have to rely on sponsorships or brands, all because you guys support the channel by just hitting the like button. So it really does help out a lot and makes everybody's viewing experience pleasant. So thank you so much for those that took the time on doing that. Let's carry on. Now, this next one is a feature that's been found on iPhones and iPads, but now it's finally on the Apple TV side of things, and that is your warranty information. If you click on General, and then you go down into AppleCare and Warranty, in here, you'll not only see the coverage if yours still is active or expired, your device information, serial number, and then if you go into Benefits, here it will actually clarify exactly what Apple can do if you're experiencing a problem with your Apple TV. But if we back out of that and go to support options, you can read more how that works out. And then if you go back, terms and conditions, self-explanatory. But if you do need the help right away, something's malfunctioning, it's either your remote or the Apple TV itself, select Get Support. And from here, you can continue with your Apple device, and this will quickly take you to Apple support and you can start messaging them. So that's a new feature right there. It wasn't available on the Apple TV. It has been available on the iPhone side of things though, but now it's finally here. Now, if you're somebody who has 4K surveillance cameras, HomeKit actually has been improved because the Apple TV does support Matter, and it's been improved in terms of allowing you to use higher end resolution cameras to be viewed on your Apple TV. So if you have like smart doorbell cameras or motion sensor cameras outside your house, it now supports 4K, so a higher resolution, so more support for more expensive security cameras for your Apple TV, which you could view typically on Control Center, or a little pop-up will pop up on the top corner if somebody's at the front door. But other than that, that's basically the quick rundown of all the new changes and improvements Apple added on this latest version, including the new features. In terms of like screensavers and stuff like that, we still have the same screensavers we all know and love. Maybe some more got added for Snoopy, but other than that, that's basically it. If you guys like to watch more, maybe like to see what's new on the CarPlay side of things or the Apple Watch, I do go ahead and cover both of them for the latest version of iOS 27 as well as watchOS 27. You can go ahead and check out these videos right beside me. CarPlay, and on the bottom is the Apple Watch. Thank you so much for watching.